Jesus. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know what to say. The Social Blade also got updated. It shows they lost subs. Wow, they lost 10,000 subs over that. Holy shit. No, I didn't, because like originally I didn't really take it all that seriously because I thought it was just like random ass people. But if they... you guys hear me? Yep. What's up, boys? How y'all doing? Just got up a little bit ago. I didn't get home until like probably like 4 fucking 30. I was tired as shit, but we are back. We are ready to go. And yeah, I'm excited. Hope you slept well. At least I slept a little bit, right? I'm gonna take that. And thought you'd take the day off? Yeah, me too. And then I decided not to be a pussy ass bitch. And so here we are back at it again. I saw the Fable gameplay. I'll look at that. And there'll be a number of other things to take a look at, get into, etc. Don't worry about it. But there's a clip of you at the beginning of the Cash Jordan video. Is it really? I'm glad. I might have to look at that. And did you see Jon Stewart's latest video where he broke the cup talking about Doge? No, I didn't see that. I haven't had it linked to me or anything like that. I usually get stuff off of my Reddit or off of my Twitter, man. Tecton called you out on Twitter. I saw that. I'll read that in a little bit. I didn't really read the comment, but I read it was about me, and I just liked it and moved on. Fellowship, yeah. So I downloaded this game. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Fellowship demo. I'll try this out today, probably later on, and see kind of like if it's any good or not. I have no idea. So I figured I'd just try it and see what the fuck happens, man. So I have no idea what to expect, but hopefully it's gonna be good. Did you watch when Macron corrected Trump? Well, what do you mean did I watch? There's like a clip of me watching it that has like 1 million views on Twitter, right? Or on YouTube. So yeah, I mean, I did watch it. Yeah, I saw it. I saw that. I thought that shit was funny. And yeah, absolutely. Have you talked to you about the Assassin's Creed League? So yeah, so basically, I know that this has happened, is that it has been, again, 0 days since the last Ubisoft mistake with Assassin's Creed. And the funny thing about it is actually today they made 2 of them. I saw this, I thought it was pretty funny, but yeah, it's fucking hilarious, man. And was that Conquest Daria pulled up? Yeah, I played it yesterday on my stream for just a little bit, man. And 0 days since you said something inaccurate. Hey, you gonna bring up what it is? You're not happy about what it is? That's fine, but you gotta come with some receipts, man. And yeah, anyway, you gonna be participating in a POE2 race? No, absolutely not. I don't want to race the game. Like, I just want to play the game and chill out. Like, why the fuck do I want to, like, marathon a game? Fuck that. And, no, I'm not about that lifestyle at all. Maybe, you know, give me a time machine to 15 years ago and I'd be there, right? But, that's about it. And, yeah, when is the Avowed funeral? I don't know. I think it's gonna be pretty soon. People are still commenting on the Hassan Trash Takes video. Yeah, how's that doing, actually? I'm actually kind of curious. I guess I could just take Trash Taste, right? Matt, that's, yeah. No, that's not it. I guess I can find it from here, right? How do I get there? Compare YouTube. Okay, there we go. And let's see if I find it.
And we had like a little showdown.
Oh my god. Wow.
Oh, that might be it.
Jesus.
That might be it. Oh, it is it.
God.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. The Social Blade also got updated. It shows they lost subs. Wow, they lost 10,000 subs over that. Holy shit.
Oh, monitor off, right?
Like, originally, I didn't really take it all that seriously.
Monitor off.
Just like random ass people. But if they got their own fans and their own viewers down duking it, right? That's a lot. I mean, because you think about it, right?
There it is.
Cases, like,
there it
they don't
is.
really get a lot of subs hardly at all, right? They get like maybe 10,000 subs, a little bit, right?
There it isn't.
But, you go and you look at this, which is user
What the
summary
fuck?
videos, and it hardly
Unbelievable.
Because like now they're gonna be it's gonna be a negative. That's bad for them.
Love
and
to
it's
connect
real
and
bad.
support
It's
you.
bad. So yeah, absolutely. But that's what happens, right? And
Add me
channel,
on your
I love this
Discord.
brand. I don't have any drama about that, right? I mean, fuck. Like I don't have anything against Trash Taste. I think they're fine. But you know, apparently a lot of people do.
Oh, where the fuck is my Discord?
So yeah, that's really bad. That's real bad. Damn. I didn't expect it to see that much of a response. What's this here? Do you need to revisit your stuff about the LA fires? I can speak on it. I was a firefighter. Do you want to re-accurate, 10-foot uninformed retard? Well, let me read this real quick. So, what was the thing I said about the LA fires that wasn't true? What was it? Yeah, no, because you said you were a firefighter as a fire. Yeah, what was it? Yeah, does losing 10K even mean anything? Well, you think about it, right? And so if you 10,000, you have 165,000 subscribers. Or sorry, 1.65 million subscribers.
Why can't I fucking do that?
That is
Why is this so
165th
aggravating
of what that
sometimes?
percentage is. So that would be you like losing about like 0.4% of like your fan base with one video. That's a lot, right? It is. And so yeah, that's what I would say more than anything. And yeah, it's pretty big. And that's also 10K active subs, right? That's active subs, not just other random ass people, man. Ask him to verify unless he's making shit up. Well, I just
I'll have to get you in there.
He heard me say, right?
I can't do anything right this second. It's not fucking. This whole thing's not working right.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about it. Like, I made a joke about the smell fish.
Fuck is that?
And then you're probably gonna act like that's what it was. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, so yeah, basically yesterday.
Alright, whatevs. Let's move on, shall we?
My dad's for a bit, and let's see what else I really go and do.
This, got that.
I need to finish it out. That's the game. Like, I want to finish.
What's up, Park Duo?
Like, so I'm in this situation with the Valve, right? And I've been in this situation before. The last time I was in this situation was with Gummy Bears, but now I'm in this situation with the Valve. And actually, it was Gummy Lifesavers. That's not true. And so I was in this situation a long time ago where I had a friend of mine that bought a huge bag of Gummy Lifesavers. And
knocked it down. You shitting me?
And I decided that like the only way, like, because then I started eating them and then I started getting sick.
That is so fucking irritating.
That way it stops making me sick anymore. And I kind of feel that way about Avowed. Is like basically I have to beat the game so I don't have to play the game anymore. That's basically the way that I feel about the game. And I think like, you know, maybe not the best way to look at the game, right? But that's where I'm at. You could just not get sick anymore? No, I don't get sick. Like, very, very rarely do I get sick. Like, I kind of have a bit of a headache because I slept with the wrong fucking pillow today. But, you know, besides that, I'm fine. I did that with Cyberpunk when it released.
Hold on a second.
And have you seen the new Wisconsin bill with mother with inseminated person? That sounds like bullshit. I'm gonna be honest. That sounds like major bullshit right here. Yeah, I'm not believing this at all. I gotta see it. What? What? Wait, what?
Hold on a second. Ready to cut and pick a minute?
Sorry, it's so quiet. I apologize. Sometimes the audio in this, like, it's just the audio in this fucking in this thing is so annoying. Anyway, so this guy goes and if under any supervision with the spouse's consent of their husband, wife, person is inseminated artificially as provided in par with semen donated by a person who is not her husband, the husband spouse's consent must be of his wife, and crossed out the inseminated person. What the fuck?
what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh man, it's all fucking mess.
That's so confusing. Yeah, I don't know what to say. The Wisconsin governor has the ability to remove words before they sign. I'm losing IQ hearing that. Yeah, it's non-binary language. Yeah, I think it's non-IQ language as well. I mean, like, this is just, I mean, I don't know. It's very hard. Why propose this change? Yeah, why is this? What's the reason? And, to promote gender-neutral language to ensure legal certainty for individuals, to make state laws more inclusive, reflecting a broader movement towards gender neutrality. Yeah, I think that this is one of those things where it's like, if you do this, nobody should probably go to a mental institution. Like, that's just me, right? I mean, like,
Definitely.
I think this is that's my mindset. That bill doesn't make a law, it won't pass. Yeah, but like, I'm not saying that it's gonna pass or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, if you do this, like, in my opinion, I think you're just a retard, right? And like, at this point, this is like saying that the Earth is flat, right? Or like you know, all the people that are in control of the government are like lizards that live in the center of the Earth, and like Hillary Clinton is a lizard. Like, if you say that,
she definitely is a fucking lizard.
Right? It's like you're basically part of the realm of existence, and you've begun writing a fantasy. This is retarded.
Try not being too ridiculous.
I can't imagine anybody buying into that. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy. Holy fucking shit. Have you seen the Dr. Disrespect, the Lupo drama? No. Let me look at it and see real quick. We got two doctors going to work at each other. Is that right? Let's go ahead. I'll take a look at it.
Alright, you sparking here? Alright, sparking. I recall all those debuffs being in that tablet. I don't remember that. He's dead. He's dead?
Yeah, it's a YouTube short. Yeah, I just tried to see this. Where is it? Okay, so where is this here? Nick Merckx is the biggest fucking pussy in the world. Lupo, obviously, he's a fake. Dr. Disrespect called out two streamers, labeling them as rats for how they treated him amid his controversy. Here's what caused the comments. So Doc is unhappy about this. Let's see here. Speaks out with the Dr. Disrespect situation. Following the controversy. What is this here? News started to come out. He apparently engaged with inappropriate conversations with a minor. Having a stumble, since then denied any inappropriate contact with a minor. Okay, so here's the clip here. Let's go back. I'm gonna watch it. Timestamp 5:30.
Where the fuck is this window?
Okay.
I think Nick Merckx is the biggest fucking pussy in the world. Lupo, obviously, he's a big ass. He's a fake. Let's go ahead and say it. Never did talk about it, but I'm in the mood now to talk about it. I think these fucking people are the phoniest people in the industry, man.
Wow. You're angry.
You know what I mean?
Mad.
But
Big mad.
I did. I know you guys do. Biggest fucking phony.
Big mad.
Right? I can call out all these people. I don't know. I'm just in like a bad mood, but at the same time,
I'll tell you this, Doc. So Doc used to follow me on Twitter. And he unfollowed me on Twitter. Can you believe that? That's outrageous. He unfollowed me on the Twitter. Oh my God.
like, I have to say
Talk
the
about
obvious.
being fake.
I do.
I wonder
Like,
why.
Who does that? You know what I mean, champs? These people have met, like those two people met Mrs. Assassin and Baby Assassin, Little Assassin, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
They met him multiple times. So for Nick to go on some fucking low-budget podcast and talk about us the way he did, like, who does that?
I have no space for that.
I just gotta say it. Who does that?
Well, Nick did it.
Fucking
Apparently.
And Lupo screaming at the top of his lungs. He's got 400 viewers now. Like he's always copied us. Transitions, intro, on.
Doctor Lupo copied Doctor Disrespect.
There
It's
is
like
power
Dr.
in this
Disrespect,
object. I can
but
feel
it's
it.
Dr. Lupo a doctor. See, he even copied the doctor thing too. That's what he said. He didn't mess up. Yeah. I didn't know to think about that, but there it is, right there in front of you.
I'm just gonna release some stuff off my mind just because I'm in the just because I got so many technical fucking options.
Oh, he crashing out. Let's get it.
Let me go back. I'll watch this real quick before I get into it. Okay. Where were we at?
There's fucking 3 of them in here.
You fucking phony pussy.
Oh.
Oh, oh.
And then Lupo's screaming at the top of his lungs.
the ratio?
He's got 400 viewers now.
everybody's positive.
Like he's always copied us. Transitions, intros, all that stuff. He's always has. Like I just gotta go. I'm just gonna release some stuff off my mind just because I'm in the just because I got so many technical fucking options. Everything happening on the stream. Right, gets me all fired up. Then I want to really speak my mind.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, true. So true. Okay. Alright, now what? They say release it, Doc.
Calm down. Alright.
You're not
sure? I was about to just go
You're
off.
not about to calm down.
I'm really
Let's go. Let's go. Do it. Do it. Do it. Say it.
Dang, nabbit.
Say it. Come on. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
You know you want to do it. Let them know.
This has a
Disrespect
me. How it
history
is.
of its
There
own.
it
Disrespecting
is.
my
All right.
Mrs. Assassin, Little Assassin. Come on, man. That's how you get knocked the fuck out.
Oh, shit.
Oh, snap.
Oh, oh.
This guy thinks he's this Nick Merckx dude. I don't even know what happened to him. I don't know if he's still around.
He mad.
He thinks he's like tough guy putting his oh, who can I knock out in a fight list together? Like who does? First off, who does that shit, man?
Did Nick do that? And let me guess. So if Nick did that and he put Doc in a category where he could knock him out, I actually think that this entire crash out could be completely about the knockout list and have actually nothing to do with what Nick Merckx said about Doc as a person. I think that Doc is absolutely not above that. I think that could absolutely be the real reason. That's really it. Yeah, because wait, I'm gonna pull this up. What did Nick Merckx boxing list?
Lit, so lit. Is he fighting then? Oh, members that are really into those MMA fights. Nick getting paid, right? About so who would you? He really thinks that.
Wait, this is 2 years ago. Yeah, never mind. This is 2 years ago. Okay, I thought this was new. Never mind. We're gonna skip it.
Oh, what the fuck?
Second off, this guy wouldn't even fucking come close.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh.
Oh.
So he's been sitting on this for
Anyways.
2 years.
I just don't know who like the type of mentality to go on to
Weird.
talk about someone like that.
Didn't break
Like
your
you
sweat.
just gotta be. You're lost.
So this is
Garukan
what Nick
favors
said
me.
about Doc. This it. Damn, this shit came out on September 11th. Ooh, bad day.
Dr. Disrespect. Personally, I do. I mean, we met in person a lot. We played a lot of games together throughout the years. People think that that's not true.
Yeah.
And then people also say, oh, they only gamed a couple times. That's not true. We're somewhere in the internet's canceling.
No, that's true, actually. They like to do this where, like, if you have a connection to somebody, people like to overplay that connection to justify hating on you. And be like, oh, this is your best friend. Oh, you mean your best friend? Oh, this is your best friend that did this. Yeah, exactly, right? It's always how it is.
Everybody's like, oh, Nick, how about this guy? This is your boy, huh? I go on, I
Yeah.
say, listen, man, I understand what people
See what
are
I'm
saying.
saying?
Let's wait till we get some facts, and then we'll make a decision. So I waited, and I got a bunch of shit for waiting. Everyone's like, fuck you, man.
Yeah, I defended this on Twitter. I thought Nick was right. It was like, how you gonna fucking
Like, shoot first, ask questions later.
He got on your boy. What the fuck? I mean, I got
Like you were saying about
railed
doing Pirate
on
Soccer?
social,
Yeah, yeah.
but I was the only one that didn't. So I waited because I was tweet, which is now deleted, by the way.
He
And it
deleted
was
the
the
tweet.
worst tweet that I have ever seen from somebody in trouble. Now, I
That's
don't.
not true because he's gonna make another one in the future. He's gonna do something else silly. Whatever he does, it's probably stupid. Stupid fucking.
Definitely is.
This guy makes me think.
Not only was the original the worst, this motherfucker edits that same tweet like 6 times. And he admits in this tweet to talking to somebody inappropriately who was underage. Go on Twitter, say, look, back to the mouth, it sucks fucking ass. You know about this? That cut out. You don't or agree with anything like this. They're not happy with that either. so why are they not happy with it? Because like, also you can go hard on some leave the kids alone shit, but when it's your boy, it's just like, are you not happy?
That's exactly right. Nick, I'm gonna be real. I'm 100% on Nick's side with this. Because people were trying to turn this into a situation because, like, so Nick got in trouble with Twitter, not in real life, right? Because it doesn't actually matter. And actually, most people do. But he got in trouble on Twitter whenever he said that he didn't want to have, like, any sort of, like, LGBT stuff in, like, primary schools, right? And, like, there was a big thing in Florida where this happened. The people were being violent. The circumstance that it was, I didn't think it was appropriate what they did, the people. But Nick's sentiment was appropriate, I think, and I think it's also the sentiment shared by the majority of the population, right? And so, like, Nick went and he said that, and so then everybody, you know what the internet loves to do. This is what the internet loves to do. They love to listen to one thing and hear something else. It's like you say you like pancakes, and somebody else hears that you hate waffles. That's the old meme, everybody fucking knows it. And so what they wanted to do was they wanted to say, oh, well, Nick, I thought you were for protecting the kids. Well, now you have Doc that's trying to talk to kids and shit, right? So it's like, again, this like willful, dishonest,
I haven't even said anything.
Fucking like fake comparison in order to make Nick look like a hypocrite and a bad guy. And so like that's really like I just want you to understand that like again, and it's the insinuation and a lot. And so I mean like politics, he got pushed over politics, which by the way, are like his position on this is like a super majority American population percentage position, right? Like this is like his like he is the majority when he's talking about this. He's right.
Happy about it. The fuck, come on, man.
Really? Oh no, you want to add in the world? Oh, you don't want to know what those numbers look like.
I said I don't condone it. It's disgusting.
Cut all ties.
And we're cutting ties. Done. So weeks go by. This guy deletes that tweet. Grab that tweet.
You don't do this. Time out. No. That's me, you don't know shit.
Sam, thank you.
No one does. No one does.
No mana.
But when he didn't know shit, he was not willing to torch you. He only did what you said happened to him. I don't think that's really fair. Like, I don't think Doc's being fair in this situation. I don't. Yeah, it's not fair.
Fucking rat. That's what he is. Lupo, fake, phony rat.
Oh.
Can't relate to these people. I know I never talked about it. I ignored it. I turned it, but I don't know.
You did talk about it. That's why.
Not a log.
Me on one of those
Big man.
You caught me on one of those days. Technical issues, audio issues, right? Couple flappy gums. Not on start today, right? But I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling good looking. I'm athletic. Accomplished.
There it is.
On a whole other level. Take a look around.
Wow.
Snooze.
There it is. Okay. Now what?
I know, I gotta get one.
But Doc, you're still playing Warzone. Watch your goddamn mouth when you're talking to the done.
True. He's trying to pull that shit.
Who else, Doc?
Who else is fake? Same me. Same me.
There's a lot of people that I don't care about. I don't care about. The issue that I have with those
Die
people is that
forgotten.
they met as assassins.
What's going on?
They met
What's going on?
Mana.
little assassins. They met my family. Right? They know what I'm about.
That one went the
You know
distance.
what I mean, Champ?
I think he's probably being dishonest about this because he probably like they probably met him in like at a convention because he would bring his kid and his wife to conventions, and so he probably met them like
I must
momentarily.
travel light.
Like I mean, there's like I don't really think this is like really exactly what's going on, right? I mean, like I think that this is
Crashing
he's
out.
trying to play it off like it's some kind of fucking like let me think of a way to put this like it's some kind of
I have no
fucking,
space for that.
like you know that they were like good friends and he knew their family. Like they probably met
Really?
his wife for I'd say like 3 minutes. It's not like they sat down and had a long conversation. Like I mean, really any of this. Yeah, you're reaching? No, I'm not reaching because Doc. So, what Nick said was that he never knew Doc as anything other than the guy with the outfit on, right? He didn't know Guy Beam. He knew Doc. So that means that if you never even met this guy and interacted with him as anything other than his character, that means that the odds are you interacted with him at a convention. So like when I'm saying this, I'm just using logical evaluation. That's all. I'm thinking about this from a logical perspective. Like, well, if
You
that
should
is
follow,
true,
Cole.
then the logic is that he probably would have
Cold-blooded.
only met him at the conventions. And then I use the other form where I
you
remember
doing?
the posts that Doc made of him at these events with his wife and kid. And then I'm like, okay, you put 2 on top
Only
of 2 on
box.
top of 2. And I even know what Nick said is true because Doc didn't say that's not true. Like he's insinuating it by exaggerating a emotional like angle with the meeting my wife and kid, but he's not actually contextualizing what that really meant in the situation. So that's the reason why. And again, like I'm not sure about this, but like, and also if Doc, so I saw Doc unfollowed me on Twitter. Doc should be exaggerating I was the only person that was
Oh, no shit.
of all the people that
Oh,
covered
original.
this situation, I've been the only person who should be thanking me for making videos about it because at least I gave it a fair shake.
And again, like I'm not
But
sure
nobody
about
else
this,
was giving
but,
it a
like,
fair shake,
and
and I
also
got
if
shit
Doc-
for it.
So I saw Doc
And if you think
follow
that's
me
not
on
true, and
Twitter,
you think I
and
didn't
like
give you a fair shake,
exaggerating
then why is it that Twitch had internal messages calling me a Doc defender? Apparently, some people think that I defended you because I didn't go all the way. Because I wait for evidence, I listen to what I hear, and I make a conclusion of it.
What am I doing?
Yes.
So that's it.
What
The
are you
humble,
doing?
this is just me being humble, right? Again, the most humble
Get
streamer.
rid of you.
Everybody knows
Set up
this.
another one.
Everybody knows this.
They got
14,
sucked in by an
15.
over-exaggerated fucking narrative that was blown up by all these little anime, desperate for attention, zero life experience
There it is.
Ouch.
people on the internet,
Wow.
these trolls,
That's bad.
and it was blown out and exaggerated. And then you got people going, but you admitted it. What the fuck did we admit? Some jokes and bannering? That's what we said. Wake up. We didn't admit nothing. Now,
Why does
they're
it keep on
convinced-
knocking it down?
They're all convinced by the narrative that
What
was put
the
out
fuck?
by, guess who? Rolling Stones, Washington
Here we go.
Post, right? Little fucking depressed, deep-eyed slasher. All these people, right? These people we can't relate to. And it's unfortunate.
It's getting fucking annoying. Where the fuck was I before?
But the real truth, like, after that, it was revealed. Look at these fucking fake phonies, man.
So like if the like for example, like let's say it's an inappropriate conversation. Like I've been in WoW guilds where I've definitely told somebody that like somebody sucks dick or I've said something that would be inappropriate for me to say around like a minor in public, right? I've guaranteed said that online at some point. I think that we all have. It's like somebody said something around somebody who was too young to hear something on the internet. That's just the way it is. But like, and you could say that is inappropriate, and categorically it is inappropriate. But and like even now, like I see people showing my stream and they got their kid watching, and I'm thinking,
Dang.
Uh-oh.
uh-oh, right? Profanity. Yeah, inappropriate doesn't mean sexual, but we don't have the logs. Yeah.
Hold up,
Like, you
wait
can't
a minute.
go and say inappropriate in the context of it being a conversation around sexual
Hold
misconduct,
up.
and then not clarify that inappropriate didn't mean sexual. Like, you can't do that. You can't do it because, like, inappropriate, like, I find it to be a very big difference, right? Like, if somebody said that, like, Doc told some guy to suck a dick, and it was a kid that he said this to, and it was just, like, video game trash talk, is it inappropriate to tell a kid to suck a dick? Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. But, like, that's a totally different situation than, you know, having an actual inappropriate conversation. Right? That, you see what I'm saying? Like, it didn't clarify. Yeah, it didn't clarify it either. And, like, the entire narrative around it, the context matters. It does. And so you want to talk about inappropriate and go and you're like, well, that could mean everything. Well, what do they mean then? You know what the messages are. So what were they? Just say it. Because you never had to comment on any of this, right? He could have said, this is a legal matter, I'm not going to contact or talk about this, but don't believe what you hear, right? Like, he could have said that, but he didn't do that. He came out and wrote a whole fucking thing about this, and he had to go out on a fucking limb. The limb broke, right? And then also, why did you edit it? Why did you edit the minor part out of it? Like, it's just...
I mean, you're literally...
Wow, true, yeah, oh. The case is settled, how you're bigger than this, you're doing this for trade case, but the truth is you have no idea. Who? So, who? What do you mean by this?
For example, they're good people. They're good people. They responded in a way where it's like, you know, hey, from what we've heard, it's like, okay, right? Again, give me a call, shoot me a DM, whatever. Let's talk about it. Explain it in a couple minutes. Boom, that's it. But they never did that. No, they never did. So for those that are asking, like, you should play with Z or Timmy, the only way is they'd have to apologize. Not publicly. I don't care about it. They just come up and say, hey, you know, made a mistake. Boom. Let's get back into it. Then I'm good.
Fucking Doc going full narcissist.
I'm good.
There is power in this
mad.
object. I can feel it.
Oh, I forgot about this guy's message. I mean, what I wrote, what is it you don't understand? This is pretty much about it.
That's how I deal with shit, right? Like, oh, fuck, you fucking made a mistake or you did something. Hey, as long as you learn from it, you apologize, boom, you move on. Let's get going.
Shouldn't you apologize for creating the insinuation that you were having inappropriate relations with somebody who was underage that damaged the credibility, reputation, and career of multiple other people? Because, like, if you communicated this and you made all these people look bad, shouldn't it be you, Doc, that's apologizing because you made Nick and Tim and Lupo and all these guys look bad? Because, like, you were the one that wrote this, you were the one that did that, you were the one that did it.
Die, scum!
So, like, if anything, I think the apology should come out. Like, really?
Let's get going. This whole exaggerated narrative that was built up, so pathetic. Bunch of fucking pussies.
Narrative. Fucking narrative. You built the narrative, dude.
Can't you see? Like, and I know you do. I know you do. And I'm really talking. I don't know what I'm really preaching. I know you do. I think people with common sense, real life, which is amazing. Well, we're away from this.
with a person who was a minor. He said that himself.
A rare treasure.
So at a certain point, you have to understand this is the same thing. It's
I'm
actually
carrying
really
enough
funny that this
already.
happens today, because this is actually the same type of situation, which is what happened with Trash Taste. Is that you're gonna like Nick Merckx, like you've got Nicholas, and then you have Nick Merckx. And Nick Merckx is a brand. Nick Merckx is a business. Nick Merckx is a career. Nicholas is a person. And so when you want somebody to fall on their sword and you want them to sacrifice their career because you decided to misunderstand something or to put something out there that was misunderstandable and not clarify it, how is that fair? How is it fair for him to expect all these guys to go out on a limb for him after he admitted to something in the context of it being massively inappropriate? But you see what I'm saying? You ever hit you? He avoids the subject for the sake of the so-called victim as well. She might not well be a merchandise as you call people. I don't know what that means. So if he avoided the subject for the sake of the victim, so let me get this straight. So he avoided the subject for the sake of the victim, but wouldn't that mean that the logic would be that the subject being discussed would be emotionally damaging for the victim, so it would imply something bad happened? Like, I don't really think that's a good way of looking at it. And then the second thing is that if you want to talk about avoiding the subject, he was the one that made the post and he said it himself. So, like, how is it that he's avoiding the subject when he's the one that confirmed it and he said that's what happened? And also, like, I mean, if the logs weren't that bad, why didn't he show them? You just called all this streamers merchandise?
Oops.
I didn't say that word. I used another word. Maybe English isn't your first language. I used career. I used a brand. I understand what you're saying, right? She might not be merchandise as you call people. So you see what I'm saying, right? Why would he make a joke that ruined his public perception? He literally caused damage to both the girl and the people around him. Imagine the emotional damage he caused to friends. Yeah, like Nick got dozens of people going around calling him a pedo defender, calling him a fucking freak, and all this stuff. And it's because of Doc. It's because of Doc this happened. And Doc wants Nick to apologize to him. Well, why don't you apologize for creating this situation in the first place? Like that's the way I see it. And he even getting mad about me. He unfollowed me on Twitter. It's sad, man. He defended himself? Yeah, but like... yeah, in a bad way. Like, he defended himself. What do you mean by he defended himself? Doc posted his admission in a panic over a former Twitch employee seemingly going to leak the logs to stay ahead of it. Then when he didn't leak, he backtracked and lied about his post. No one wants the truth. Yeah, those play bias. And so anyway, no, Doc was the one that said it himself. I don't defend anything. I just think there's a lot of assuming going on with no proof. Well, here's one thing that you can guarantee is that there was an inappropriate conversation with a minor. And that inappropriate conversation led to Dr. Disrespect's removal from Twitch. Like, you can guarantee that because Doc said that and Twitch said that. Unless you're going to assume Twitch and Doc are both lying and everybody's just made this situation up for no reason, you have to acknowledge this is what's going to happen. Like that, and so like if you say that and then you don't clarify what it was, when the other person that you're responding to already created a narrative of what it was, you're putting yourself in a pretty bad position. You are. And I'm not really sure how else you can see that. You see Doc praised the Summit 1G case? No, I didn't see that at all. Also editing a tweet 5 times. Yeah, exactly. I think people are assuming worst case scenario quite easily could not have been.
Alright, YouTube.
I think that's probably true.
Sorry, I'm gonna make some stones.
I think that's probably true.
3 was a 3, was a 3.
With everyone that has that hadn't happened, Doc hasn't had nothing happen to make people think he didn't do it. Yeah, exactly, man. And anyway, a lot of people self-reporting in chat. Yeah, then why not share the messages? Yeah, no, I don't believe that. Anyway, let's see. Is this person should get banned? No. I don't think we need to ban this guy. But yeah, he the one that said it. Yeah, no, I probably should have banned him, but that's okay. But anyway, yeah, so legally equals morality. Well, here's the truth, and I'll say this real quick, and then we're going to move on, right? Is that basically Doc, it's really just as simple. Like, Doc it's the same thing I said with Hassan and, like, Trash Taste, is that when you're a controversial person, you're going to have a lot of people that don't want to carry your baggage and carry your cross, that don't want to interact with you, and they don't want to deal with you because that's not what they want to deal with in their life, right? They don't want to have anything to do with that. And so, like, you can't be surprised when somebody like Dr. Lupo, like, what the fuck does Dr. Lupo do that's controversial at all, right? He never really talks politics. He just raises money for fucking charities for kids, and he plays video games. He doesn't really do any of this shit. And also, he has a kid. He doesn't know what the details are. And so, like, if you're not going to explain what the details are and you're going to let somebody else create the narrative about it, then, yeah, you're going to have a problem. And the thing is that I'm not saying that everybody should hate Doc and think he's the worst person in the world, because obviously if he really was, he'd be in jail. So I don't think that it's a black and white situation, but it's certainly not any sort of, you know, clear situation either. And that's really the problem that I have with a lot of these situations, is there's a lot of these things, and I hear people say this, and it's just very annoying to me. And that's it. Doc Circus' streamer friends never reached out to him and asked what the hell happened, but he himself fumbled his own case. The thing is that, again, I just wish people would treat streaming more like a job sometimes and stop making it so personal. This is your career. It's what you do as like a job. And so when that's the case, then you just have to go and, you know, you have to behave in a certain way for different reasons, right? That's it. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. That's just life. But anyway, that's what I think, right? That's it. And wait, there's always people that get mad when I talk about drama or whatever. But I'll let you know, like, I don't really understand, like, why you would make posts about this. Like, why would you come into my stream on a regular basis? Let me ask you a question. Why do you do this? Why do you come into my stream on a regular basis to, like, fight and argue with me and say negative shit? Like, don't you have anything better to do? What are you doing?
Fuck the data.
Yeah, like, cause I'm wondering, like, what are you doing with your life that like, you do
Whatever.
this? Right, bro, salty as hell. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Some of these people get so weird, right? Like, damn. And so anyway, is it considered fair and balanced of you to say, well, you didn't provide details, so you get what you deserve when everyone shit talks you? I don't think that's legit. Yeah, it is. You say you had inappropriate conversations with a minor. That means one thing. Ban me, please. You're welcome. And anyway, yeah, no, absolutely. Like, if somebody goes and they said that they had inappropriate conversations with a minor, yeah, people like, oh, that's really bad. Like, yes, 100%. Like, what are we talking about? It's amazing. Yeah, I bet he was fat. I know. What's inappropriate? I don't know. Yeah, lose my job. There's not enough information. And, but people label him as a PDF is insane. It's also Doc's fault. He needs to be more honest. I just think that it's crazy. Once you clarify, though, sometimes you shouldn't address controversies. Well, he was the one that addressed it, and everybody roached out on him because he addressed it. It's really just that simple. And if you can't see why people don't want to, like, I mean, again, I'll say this and we're going to move on. If you can't understand why people don't want to interact with you after the narrative has been created that you have done nothing but stoke the fires for, that you had inappropriate sexual conversations with an underage person, and you're surprised that those people don't want to interact with you publicly anymore, you need to get your fucking brain checked, and you need to get back to fucking reality. Stop, you know, fucking, you know, put the Shungite cubes away, stop reading Dr. Ike, and just think for yourself for 5 fucking seconds, and you're gonna say this is obviously what the truth is. Fucking obviously. It makes perfect sense. So yeah. Timcast posted a video about the FBI destroying Epstein files. Yeah, nobody knows whether that happens. Nobody knows. But anyway, let's go back. We're gonna look at some more of this stuff. And am I fat? No, Queen, you are beautiful. Bros, am I fat? Bro, I know fat people, and you're 4 of them. I knew 5 fat people, and you're 4 of them. I've seen this many times. I think this is true, by the way. It's absolutely true. Yeah. And it's just, it's nuts. But I do think that, like, and the reason why I think girls do this for, like, it's like a fucking, like a, I don't know, like a not gender, fucking, what's it called? Biological advantage thing, where, like, women are, like, you know how, like, you'll have one of these things where it's like a bunch of, like, pretty girls put together, and they decide to say that the prettiest girl is the one that's fat and ugly. The reason why they do that is because none of them feel threatened by that girl. And so they can, you know, virtue signal and say nice things about this girl without making themselves feel insecure. Right? It's always what happens, right? And so it's a which part of, yeah, exactly. And so this is the reason why they do it. It's like an evolutionary thing or something like that, right? And so it's that simple. And, yeah, it's kind of sad. It is. And it's called conscientiousness. I don't think it's really conscientious to do that. I think it's just embarrassing. What is this? Idolizing a politician is like believing the script really likes you. I mean, again, it's like, I feel like this is true. I mean, I don't know why people can't just like obviously you eventually have to vote on somebody, but I think people would be in a much better state if they talked about ideas rather than people. And I think that in a lot of cases, there's all these conversations about people and like what somebody does or doesn't do. And there needs to be more conversations about what actually is true and what isn't true, right? Rather than an idea. So yeah. When you root for somebody who's doing what you want, they call it idolizing. Yeah. You can be happy that somebody is doing what you want and be a supporter of that person without idolizing them. I think that the problem is when there are people who can't admit that there are mistakes or problems with like a group or a person. And like when that happens, that's really what really dials things up and makes it problematic, right? And yeah, idolize ideology is not people. Yeah, and some people manifest ideologies and you can say that's really good, but they are still just a person, you know? We get clickbait on the internet enough as it is. Can Asmon's editors not do it as well? Love or hate IG and actual review score was far higher. So we change it. I'm gonna be honest. I actually think that the way it's changed now is better. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be 100%. I think this is good feedback. This is fair criticism. Like, so basically, clickbait. This is the problem. Is that like, and it might seem illogical, right? But basically, I think clickbait is okay if it becomes ridiculous, right? There's like a horseshoe where like telling the actual thing is okay and saying something crazy is okay, but saying something that's like just misleading in the middle, it's like they never give anything a 0. They would have never given it a 0. Everybody knows this is a meme, right? And so like you're going into it, I think that most people are going to go into it looking at this and they're going to say like, yeah, it's whatever, right? If it's a 0, you know it's a joke. If it's a 2, on the other hand, you think it's real. Exactly, yeah. People could believe a 2. Nobody's going to believe a 0. So I actually think that the way that we changed it is a really good idea, and it was very smart. And I think the 0 is funny too. Yeah, 0 is fine, but 2, yeah. Yeah, 0 is clearly a joke. 2 isn't. I get that. It's a 0 now. Exactly. So the 11-year-old troll in my adult brain thinks this is top entertainment. So does mine. And people complain they're just 0 out of 10. That's better. 0 out of 10 isn't clickbait because it isn't believable. Yeah, this guy's 100% right. Yeah, so this is fair. That's okay. And now it's changed and things are better. It's like Red Bull gives you wings. Yeah. So basically false advertising exists when... But like you can say Red Bull gives you wings or like certain things make you like some kind of like a wizard or something like that. Because it's so outrageous that it can't be taken seriously as a fact. But this I could see where it was taken seriously, and so that's fair to change it. So we did. And if I was Prince Charming, I'd go straight for the evil queen. Yeah, I think everybody would. Anyway, what's this? I feel like this is probably something a lot of people on here can relate to.
Hidden Grotto?
Oh, this is the
hit up the Hidden Grotto.
Before, I think it's true. I think it's
Grotto.
They got sued for the wings. Yeah, but as far as I know, they got sued at
the El Grotto.
Does it really? I don't know. But either way, I think that's the way that I see it. I mean, Red Bull gives you wings might not be an example, but like that's basically what I would see with false advertising. They changed it to wings so they don't actually get sued. Oh, okay, I get it. But anyway, I think this is true, by the way. 100% true. Where like people that were like, I would say that my viewpoints haven't really changed dramatically in like the last 15 years. But I think the politics landscape has changed dramatically, and because of that, it's also who get alienated. exactly what happened. Yeah, 100%. The meme's 100% me. Yeah,
Guys,
'cause, like, that's the
out
way that I feel. Like, this is the way that I feel. Where, like, growing up, like, I viewed myself as a left-wing guy, and, you know, like, I was an Obama supporter, and,
I hate
like,
this.
everything. I was a Bernie fan, and now I feel like, the reason why this happened is, like, a lot of the identity politics is that it makes them, like, really alienated a lot of people. Yeah, UB Center.
I'm dead.
Yeah, well, I was.
No, no.
And, that's it. And lefties went more Marxist.
Thought I was dead.
I think it was so it wasn't the Marxism, it was the identity politics. I think that's what really
Garukan
drove a lot of
favors
people
me.
away. It's because, like, I mean, I'll just say it straight up. I'm a white
Thought
guy.
I was dead.
Why the fuck
I
do
don't
I
know
want to
that.
hear somebody
I always
telling
forget
me
my
that
life
they
comes out of
like
me.
that they think that other groups of people should get categorical, systematic advantages over me. Why the fuck would I vote for somebody who wants to disenfranchise me? What do you think, I'm fucking retarded? Of course I'm not going to do that. It's ridiculous. Not a chance. And so anyway, yeah, it's not even like, how do you even think about that? And anyway, that is Marxism. Well, I think it's identity politics. Like, Marxism is, like, also economics and all this other stuff. I think it's purely identity stuff with a lot of people, and that's my point. Yeah, white guilt. Yeah, I don't feel guilt for a fucking thing, man. So yeah, out of the goodness of your heart, of course. Yeah, exactly. And they're mad that you have a democracy. Exactly. And well, when you're a piece of shit, yes, that's the logical way to think. No, it's not. Being a piece of shit, like, why would anybody vote to, and why would anybody want to be disenfranchised or be denied opportunities because of something that they can't control? Why would anybody, how can you possibly expect a person to willfully do that? That's like asking somebody to hit their own hand with a hammer. Why the fuck would you do this? It's ridiculous. And so, yeah, lots of cuck enjoyers. Well, yeah. And I think that people like to do this with, like, guilt and being like, oh, well, things used to be bad in the past. And that's true. I think things did used to be bad in the past, but, like, that's not entirely a racial thing. And so I'm not even against, like, affirmative action entirely. I just think it should be based off of the amount of money you make. The fact is that, like, if you've got parents and they're millionaires, you've got a massive fucking advantage over parents that are living in a trailer park. It doesn't matter what your skin is. And so that is true, but you have things like that's always true. Race is sometimes true. So it doesn't make any sense to focus entirely on race. Yeah, it's income based. Exactly. It's not that easy. Yeah. And so anyway, no, I would never vote. This is always my viewpoint. If anybody would ever systematically disenfranchise myself based off of an identity that I have, like I'm a white guy and I'm like heterosexual, if anybody would ever create a system where I didn't, like, where I lost an advantage because of that, I will never vote for that person, and I will actively vote against it. Every single time. Based off of that one sole issue. And by the way, I think everybody else should do the exact same thing. The exact same thing. There's not even
a lot of fucking bosses around here.
There's not even. I can't imagine not doing it. Yeah. Wait, you're heterosexual? Well, I mean, you're talking about theoretical. But yeah, and I thought you didn't vote for Trump. I didn't feel like Kamala Harris was really doing that in a lot of cases, right? But that's really it. And yeah, mutable versus immutable characteristic. Technically, anyone can become wealthy overnight via lottery. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's really just that simple. And I think that more people like me need to speak up and just be very blunt about it. If you put me at a disadvantage because of my immutable characteristics or my identity, I will actively work towards your destruction. Period. No exceptions. No whatabouts. No, oh, but this thing happened 40 years ago. I wasn't alive before. I was not alive 40 years ago. It's not going to happen. I don't care. I don't want to live based off of somebody else's guilt. So yeah, and I think the yes, you were. Shut up. No, I wasn't. And very logical, absolutely. And yeah, in 6 years you will be. Well, then it'll be 50 years ago. But yeah, it's that simple. And I don't know why more people don't understand that, but I think it is identity politics and stuff like that that's really kind of... Would you survive Nazi race propaganda? What is this? The comments are full of bots, posted 30 minutes ago, and it already has under comments, brigade posts. Yeah, it seems like it is. Yep. That's right. It's all about power. We got people botting and going crazy. What's the brigading? There's a obscene amount of comments on a 17-year-old thread. Yeah. We probably should go and delete some of these people. It seems like
Throwing bombs.
Brigaded, so based on like the Wokies, coordinated
Tossing the
attacks.
bombs.
What is this here? Why are you posting a communist video? What is this?
Yeah.
Cannot be apparent. Many of these people land over at the same time to post trans nonsense. How does it have to be in the comments for 3 minutes? It'll be ironic. Yeah, if you guys want me to, this is the problem is that a lot of people think that they can try to influence the way that I think by like, uploading or downloading things on Reddit. I'm just saying you like, I really don't give a shit. Like that's just the way they it's deleted. There it is, it's gone. And so that's it, it's done. And so yeah, delete some of these people. Yeah, we just farmed out too much brigade. People love the brigade. But anyway, anybody that goes and does that too much, they just get burned and I have to think about it again.
Not much I can do with this. There we go. Coming in.
Let's see here. And click better. You're gonna watch the Fable gameplay? Yeah, at some point I will. Right? In a bit. Yeah. Not yet though. Not yet. It seems like it was a coordinated event. Certain communities are trying to guide you. Yeah. And so I'll talk about this just for a minute, real quick, about some of these situations. Is that there have been a lot of communities that are trying to like, influence the way that I think or influence the way that my viewership thinks or anything like that. The fact is that I'm not really going to do that. And if you have, like, at the end of the day, like, I don't like to be pushed and I don't think other people like to be pushed. And so if you're trying to like push some sort of mindset on me and make me do something, I am going to just reflexively be against you because I don't like being pushed around anywhere. I don't like people telling me what to do anyway. So like if you try to go and do that to me, you will create the opposite effect. You absolutely will, because I don't like being pushed around. I don't like being told what to do. I don't like dealing with that at all. Absolutely not. Nope. And so liberals can't stop trying to manipulate people. Well, everybody does manipulation. There's nothing special. We already looked through this one before. And modern gaming actually fucking. Wait a minute. I only play games I actually like. Where are you going? This is a perfectly good moment to engage in rage bait. We've seen this 100 times, man. And how can a poster of a great family in front of a decent house be Nazi propaganda? What is this? Let's see if I look at that.
Oh, box.
Okay, this is just Nazi propaganda. America posts Project 2025. Oh, they think it's Nazi propaganda because it's blonde white people. That's the reason why. It's really just that simple. It's only skin deep for a lot of these people. And so that's really the reason. That's the whole point. And yeah, it's legitimately that simple. Yeah, it's embarrassing. I'm trying to avoid Nazi. Yeah, bro, like, it's embarrassing. It's stupid. It's the Rockwell family. Yeah, no, was Norman Rockwell a Nazi? And I don't think he was, right? No, this is the kind of stuff they'd read. And, so it's just reverse psychology? I guess, yeah.
Alrighty.
And anyway, Nazi means you don't like. Yeah, anytime that people see this, they like to assume that it's being Nazi. But yeah, 100%, that's the reason why. I mean, if you're confused about why, it's obvious why, right? I mean, it's so clear. But anyway, let's see how I pull this up real quick. Where the fuck? Somebody was asking me. Oh yeah, the threats on Tucker Carlson. Let me see if I find that. Let me see if I find it.
Crenshaw.
So, the video of Dan Crenshaw threatening Tucker Carlson has been deleted by the original poster. Okay. Why is this not open? What the fuck? Okay, so then he responded to it. All right, let's watch this. So this guy's he's a politician here in America. He's actually a Texas politician.
Thank you.
All right.
Have you ever met Tucker?
Yeah, he did say that. He said if I ever meet him, I'll fucking kill him. Yeah, that's a lot. There's a lot to say that. I mean, so basically, this guy's a politician, right? He's such a clown. He's just talking shit. Yeah, but you don't need to be saying that kind of stuff. This retarded to say something like this is ridiculous. How the fuck are you gonna say this?
Delirium too.
It's crazy. Like, I mean, let's be real. This guy's a Republican, but if this guy was a Democrat, everybody be like, oh, this is another example of the violent woke left, right? I mean, there's really no difference between this guy and those people. They're doing the exact same fucking thing. And so, yeah, absolutely. It's a fake Republican? I don't know if he is or not. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't matter, like, what your fucking affiliation is. You shouldn't be doing it. And so, he's regret to kill my friend Tucker Carlson. And then so, Dan Crenshaw, this is the politician. This is the guy right here. And he's a congressman. He goes, no, I didn't do it, even though we have the video of him doing it. Which is like, because I feel like if you have the video of you doing it, you would probably need to explain that a little bit more, right? So I think that didn't Tucker Carlson respond to this? Yeah, he did. He responded to it. So the original video got taken down. Tucker Carlson calls him out. He says, why don't you come sit for an interview and we'll see how you do. I'll send you my fucking address. Because you're not going to be killing anybody. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Like, you're not doing shit. Yeah, I don't know if you already said off the mic, clearly hyperbole. It's not like he meant it to be public. He didn't even know it was being recorded.
Victory is mine.
Saying something like that as a politician, I think it's bad to do. It's bad to say. And, you know, regardless, I mean, like, I've said that about people before myself, but, you know, I would also make sure that I definitely am not being recorded for it. And it definitely wouldn't be over some shit like this. It's fine. I don't know. It's stupid to say something. Yeah, it's that simple. You want to no, I don't. I mean, I guess you don't, right? That's the difference. And, yeah, it's just a weird thing to say. It's real stupid. But, yeah, I did see it. It's beyond idiotic. Yeah, you shouldn't say something like that. I mean, again, like, I have a pretty simple policy. As a Japanese, I want Hassan out of my country immediately! Asmon goal, look at how the sub is being invaded by outsiders, not just on the stream topic, by any topic. Look at OP in the top comments, are also part of a larger net of puppet accounts. What? What do you, like, you gotta, like, what does that mean? Like, you gotta explain a little bit more, like, what that means. Give me some examples, right? And so, I don't know, I feel like this seems pretty obvious that people would think this, they would have these opinions, right? And so, yeah, and also, like, I mean, if I look at this video, apparently, I made this shit yesterday, I put this out yesterday, this shit's already got over 1 million views, look at this. And so, you have 42,000 updo Doritos, right? That's a lot of updo Doritos. And 6,000 comments. A lot of people were super opinionated about this. It's got, yeah, 1.2 million. A lot of people think this. And so, really, is this a surprise?
Okay.
Is this something I wouldn't believe as American? I think this come out, yeah. And so, anyway, no, I don't really see this as being a, you know, a problem. I mean, well, yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, like when you try to humanize terrorists. Well, people that are terrorists are humans. So if you can't understand that they're humans, then you can never reverse engineer their behavior. If you can't reverse engineer their behavior and figure out why they're doing what they're doing, you can never stop them from doing it. So you have to understand somebody and you have to humanize them in order to act against them in an effective way. You can't dehumanize somebody and then be like, oh yeah, well how did this happen? And not every subtourist is problematic or trying to push a narrative. Some people only post when it's something relevant to them. Some of these reports are doing schizo. Yeah, that's probably true too. But I think I'll let my mods make that decision more than anything. So yeah, to combat evil, you must understand it. Yeah, you have to understand it thoroughly. I'm not even saying Hassan is evil. I'm just saying the terrorists and anything like that, that's going to be it. Asmon lied to us. We found a deleted clip. Uh-oh, here we go. But yeah, no, I know a lot of people were super opinionated about this video, and again, like, if you are a controversial content creator, you will attract this type of actions, right? Like, if I went on the podcast, there'd be people saying shit like this too. This is always the way it is, because that's the way the world is, right? Some people just don't want to hear that, they don't want to see that, and that's it. So I'm saying lost captives. Listen, I'm not trying to like. You don't have to convince me that the song.
Oh, you mana sucker!
Like, I watched a 1.5-hour video of the song saying I uploaded it to YouTube. It's got over 1 million views. I think that I know that. Like, I already know that he said things that are bad. Like, I disagree with what he said in a lot of cases. It's really not that crazy. But all I'm saying is that if you're controversial at all, this is what's going to happen. Ask Rock if Hamas can be reasoned with. Reasoned with and understood are two different things. You misunderstood what I said. Those are two different words. The more ridiculous it looks. Yeah. Am I the only person who feels that way? It's like it wasn't that bad, and then like you go back and you look at it again, and it's like, oh my god, this was so much worse than what I had originally. I actually, one thing that I regret more than anything is that I didn't play Concord. Yep. What? I forgot why I didn't play Concord on release, but I just didn't play it. One of the biggest mistakes in my career. True. But what if, but here's the thing though, right? Is like after a bout, I'm thinking to myself, what if I played Concord and I liked it? Ooh. What if I was... Because I don't know if I could have ever lived that down. Yeah. Like, you know the...
How big is this fucking place?
Dick? That would have been the dick. That would have been the dick. Yeah. We found the deleted clip. Wait, what the fuck? A controversial game.
That's it. That's so.
Shrouded. We did not even know a month ago if this game was going to release. People thought it was going to be delayed. Guys, and they said, no, it's not. It's coming out today. And here it is. This is I did not play this. This is not even true. It's not even my name. Bro, the devs are watching. It's not even my fucking name. What is this? Guys, it's not even true. These are two separate clips, man. The shirt change? Yeah, exactly.
Right here. Hang on.
Sorry, I gotta heal. Stop, man.
Watch your head.
Stop.
Coming up.
This is not. What is this? How? Guys, I swear to God, I did not play Concord. I promise you, I swear to God, I did not play this game. I did not play this game. Another one? Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. This is not even true. All this is fake. Whole thing is fake.
Give me a second.
My transplant begins.
Nope, 100% fake.
Oops.
Conclusion. And so,
Wrong one.
What would I rate the game so far? I would say the game's a solid 7. That's. I think the game is a 7.
Guys.
I would even say it might even be a 7.5.
Guys, this is not. This is totally different.
I've actually really enjoyed this game. I thought it was amazing. Did it change your life?
No. I'm literally wearing a different shirt. Guys, I did not play Concord. I never played Concord. Fuck. This is actually really good.
$5.80.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, there we go. Yeah, I'm getting sick of all this bullshit. Literally. Can you believe that? Oh my God, we're disappointed in you, guys. You guys know I did not change my shirt midstream. This is fake. I did not play Concord. This whole thing is made up. I never happened. Everybody acting like it did. It didn't. This is bullshit. I would have never done that. But I should have done that. And man, if I had said Concord was good, I would have lost my fucking mind. Like, that would have been it, man. This guy sucks at Concord. Well, I mean, hey, that means being good at Concord. Here's this $70 shit it took 11 years to make. 423 employees, 19,000 employees. I don't know how the fuck that happens either, man. I really don't. From 2013 to 2024. To be fair, I mean, they did make other games before that, but those other games were also bad too in a lot of cases. So yeah. It's funny, man. It is. No way they have 19K devs. They have 19K employees. They're not, obviously not 19K devs. How's this game doing anyway? Wow. Damn. Damn. Oh. Ow. Gee. Oh, fuck. Damn. That's just too bad, right?
Nothing.
Wow. Watch the Mecha Break demo? Yeah, where's the Mecha Break demo? How's that doing?
So it's already got more people. So the Mecha Break demo has got more people playing it than Avowed does by like fucking. It just hit a 250K player peak. That's insane. I don't know how the fuck this happens, but it does. And yeah, I don't know what to say. And better than Yakuza though? Yeah, it did do better than Yakuza, which is sad. Apparently its names are better than I just had a straight dude come to my place, and he was so impressed by the simplest things. Art on the wall, rugs, a $40 mindset. Dudes are so fucking lame and pathetic for real. They need a mommy to take care of them their whole lives. Okay.
You get those guys, huh?
All right. I mean, this is some dumb girl on Twitter. Like, yeah. I don't even like. I don't even have an opinion. I don't have an opinion on it. Like, this is a dumb bitch on Twitter, right? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? Western games don't suck. Only American ones do. Europe has given us Baldur's Gate 3, Helldivers 2, Space Marine 2, Stalker 2, Lords of the Fallen, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Cyberpunk 2077, Dark Tide, Blasphemous, and soon Expedition 33. You're right. And this is one thing I've been trying to clarify recently and been saying this, is that the problem with the video game industry is America. America is the problem, and Ubisoft is also the problem, and they're in France. But besides that, that's it. And Ubisoft, yeah, that's the only one though, right? And so, yeah, it's really America that's causing the problems, and, you know, exporting this stupid ass bullshit. Remedy is finished, and they made Alan Wake 2. Yeah, but Alan Wake 2 is finally making money. It's not bad. I probably put the present there. Yeah, I don't know what it was. But, let me see here. EU studios do seem to be less susceptible to the mind virus compared to NA ones on average. That's true. The major exception being Ubisoft. I think also another big reason why they're less, you know, susceptible to it is the fact that it's just a totally different culture, right? I mean, like, you know, you're in Germany, you're going to have a different culture than a person in America, even though, you know, they're both kind of like Western cultures. So, yeah, of course. It's mostly about big companies and a lot of stakeholders and shareholders who create quick, big dividends. I actually don't think that's the case. I think it's really just as simple as American studios hire a bunch of these weird freaks that make video games, and they want the video games to reaffirm their personal values, right? That's really the reason why it happens more than anything else. So that's what I would say, at least. And EU isn't immune to woke either. No, I mean, we learned that with Germany, didn't we? Ban some more creativity to the studio. This is really cool. What the fuck?
Power in this object. I can feel it.
Oh my god.
What's the exit?
Brother, that's amazing. Yeah, that's really cool. Put him in a movie? Yeah. That's a much better idea than that weird guy with the smile thing, like that smile mask in the Acolyte. That's way fucking cooler than that. That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome, man. And what's this here? It seems almost edited. Yeah, it does, actually. Yeah, it's a really bad game. What's this here? This is actually a commercial success. 9,000 players right now. It's really sad to see people looking and making up excuses for this Avowed game. It is. And I might watch a video about that later on today, because I just think that it's funny. And what happens with these games is that once one of these games gets targeted by, like, the, you know, like, and I'm just going to use the broad terms because it's easy to discuss, even though it's not that simple. Once one of these games gets targeted by the, quote, anti-DEI, anti-woke crowd, the pro-DEI, pro-woke people go and they defend it irrationally. So it doesn't matter anymore about the game or the quality of it. They're just defending it because it's on their side. That's all there is to it.
Oh, that needs a
So the masses value the number of players actually over quality of gameplay? Yeah, exactly.
It's a thing.
And yeah, Asmon's over 50 hours in Avowed. Yeah, I played the game myself, absolutely. But the head of Star Wars is stepping down. Yeah, I saw that. I'll look at it later on. But yeah, and so like they're trying to make defense and run defense on this game. I will watch it later on. Asmon yesterday said straight up the writing in the game is, and I quote, dog shit. It's really just not very good. Like, none of the character stories are particularly super interesting.
Fuck it.
They're all kind of, like, decent, right? Overall, the stories are just kind of... I don't know, it just feels like, it feels like an AI-generated story. Maybe that sounds
Actually, I need
weird
to
for me to
stop
say
doing
with
bosses.
Avowed, but this is one of the things that I found to be kind of funny, is that, like, everybody talks about how things that are AI-generated are soulless. I think that there's things that aren't AI-generated that are also soulless. Like, you have plenty of that stuff happening, and it doesn't need to be AI-generated at all. It's just garbage on its own. So, yeah. The living lands, yeah, exactly. Extremists on both sides, always measured by the worst. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, there's only one measurement that matters, and that's the concurrent player count and sales numbers, right? And so, did it succeed? Did it do well? Probably not. And it seems like, so this is kind of crazy to see. I did see this earlier today. I'll see if I can pull it up and find it. Where the hell is this? So, Kathleen Kennedy. Let me see if I pull this up real quick. And let me go and get this. Oh, we got a lot to go over today. Oh, we got a lot to go. Oh, we got a lot. Oh, we got a lot. There's a lot. Oh, there's a bit. All right. So, gentlemen, we now have another W. So the woman who South Park this is
Victory is mine. Is there a problem, Tito? We were just discussing ideas of what we would do conservatively.
Put a ticket in, make her gay.
Maybe we should go a different route than we did with Indiana Jones.
Fuck Indiana Jones, put a ticket in, make her name is gay.
Sure, yeah. Well, let's try that.
Man.
Kathleen Kennedy is down on set right now
Uh-oh.
ruining the new Bambi
Oh.
movie. Bambi's a baby deer.
Fuck baby dear, put a ticket in, make her gay.
We've sent her away to have lunch at Spago. There you are, Miss Kennedy, the linguine and clam sauce.
Excuse me, I believe I asked you to put a chick in this and make her gay.
Yes, the chef was a little confused what you meant by that.
Means put a chick in the linguine and make her fucking gay. And I want it live. Where the fuck is Bob Iger?
Sir Iger just had to take some of the others to a screening.
I think that things are being kept from me. And if you're going to keep things from me, then you'd better put a chick in it and make it fucking gay.
So, that person is now gone. Lucasfilm boss Kathleen Kennedy expected to retire. Star Wars expected to retire this year. The prolific producer has proceeded over the Star Wars and Indiana Jones franchises through ups and downs since 2012. Well, rip Bozo. Thank fucking God. Man. Yep, old news. Watch the Critical Drinker video. Well, I'd have to go and see and find it myself. I don't know what it is. But, yeah, ups and... I don't know where the ups were. But, I certainly know about a lot of the downs. And,
It's gonna be 19?
So
What,
this
you
woman
shitting me?
apparently is leaving Disney. She's stepping down from her role as president of Lucasfilm. Thank God. I mean, again, like, you know, Star Wars, I think, has sucked for a long time. It's been cringe. And so, yeah, I think people are in general tired of this kind of stuff. And I think that apparently Disney has... And do you remember what I said about how Disney was eventually going to turn around and change shit? Do you remember when I said that was going to happen and people said, there's no way that's going to happen? These people actually thought Disney gave a fuck about women. These people, they actually thought Disney gave a fuck about anything. They never cared about this shit at all. For a second, yeah, there it is. And I wouldn't be surprised this happened sooner, honestly. And, yeah, don't count your chickens yet. You think it might not happen? Hey, there's a chance it might not happen. We'll see how it goes. But the political climate has shifted. They're adjusting. Yeah, exactly. It's just that simple. But for a lot of people, they don't like that adjustment. They might get something worse. Yeah, I guess so. But I've got a feeling that's probably not going to happen. but it does seem like you know, a lot of this stuff is dying out and it's getting destroyed, and I'm very glad to see that happen. And yeah, she's finally done ruining Star Wars. Yeah, the legendary movie producer. Well, there's a lot of things that were legendary, right? I mean, there's like there could be like a natural disaster that was legendary. I mean, that's like a volcano eruption is legendary in a way. It's not necessarily always a good thing, though, right? I mean, fuck. And so Star Wars is dead and buried. There's nothing left to ruin. Yeah, because she killed it. And not even just her, a lot of people, right? It's not just her, but she's the one that's in charge. And it's good to always see people in charge suffer the consequences of their own bad actions, right? And so, yeah, it's that simple. And another news story that she'll step down in 2025. She has plenty of time to ruin it more. Not really. But, yeah, this is really great for me to see. And apparently this is, apparently, I don't know, critical drinker. Let me see.
Which one is this?
Fuck. I'm so bad at spelling. Let me see if I find this one. Oh, this apparently, no, I guess he didn't make a video about this at all. Abandoned Ship, Doctor Who. Yeah, no, I haven't seen it ever. The most hated movie ever. I saw this.
Other thingy.
That Snow White thing. Yeah, he will. Of course he will. Obviously he will. But anyway, and I just wanted to let you guys know that this is the way that you can change the way that, you know, movies and anything like this are made. This is the reason, and this is the way that you can do it. Is that all you have to do is not support the product.
Son of a bitch!
And if you do that for long enough, you can change the outcome. That's all there is to it. It's literally that simple. So yeah. It's an older one. Yeah, somebody'd have to find it. Yeah, vote with your wallet. Exactly. Vote with your wallet. Vote with your feet. And also just be vocal about it and say that's why you're doing it. And yeah, it worked with Ugly Sonic. Exactly. Hopefully it can work with ugly video games and also ugly characters in Star Wars too, right? And so it makes sense. Capitalism at work. Yep, there you go. And thank God. Not a moment too soon. This is a huge W. The problem, I think, is it took 10 years. There are a lot of things that take a long time to do, but it's just good that it's happening. And what is this, your game, sir? No, that can't be right. I haven't downloaded it yet. You just put the disc in your machine, and we'll run it whenever you like? Wait, whoa! Whoa, why don't you calm down now? I don't know what this is. No, that's not what's happening at all.
Fucker.
That's weird, bro. You're featuring Cash Jordan video? Yeah, I heard a little bit about that. I did. But I don't know what he said or what it was. But one of my favorite Rush Hour scenes. Okay, let me see this.
Do that one.
It's right here.
Holy mother of Jesus! She's a man. I went to second base with a damn Frenchman. It's the crying games. I'm Brokeback Carter. Oh,
I'm not a man, he's just a wigger.
You sure about that? Huh? Lee, go over there and check the hardware. If she got anything in her bag bigger than a 3-iron, we're gonna beat his ass.
Jesus!
I'm not a
man. Now everybody knows exactly what like everybody thinking the same thing, right? It's Will Smith's wife. Like that's the first thing I'm thinking of, bro. Like, oh my god. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, pull off the wig. Remember Ace Ventura? Yeah, bro. Like movies used to not give a fuck, man. And I feel like this is what a lot of people want. I feel like people want to just like sit back, relax. They don't want to feel like there's a narrative or anything like that. But yeah, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Yeah, exactly, man. And I did see this. So this girl was crying and getting mad, and it even got better than this.
Big mad.
So she even had one of the other people on. Where is it? Where I find it? So she even had Rachel Maddow defending her. So this happened like in Black Comedy. You ready? Tropic Thunder was the ultimate comedy? Yeah, everything peaked at Tropic Thunder and went down after that.
An even bigger programming change is at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern, where Joy Reid's show, The Readout, ended tonight. And Joy is not taking a different job in the network. She is leaving the network altogether. And
she's leaving, yeah, exactly. Like the same as like a piece of garbage leaves the table and goes into the trash can. Yeah, no, I mean, that's technically true, but like she's getting fired. They're getting rid of her.
That is very, very,
trash.
very hard to take. I am 51 years old. I have been gainfully employed since I was 12.
Good for you.
And I have had so many different kinds of jobs, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. But in all of the jobs I have had, in all of the years I have been alive, there is no colleague for whom I have had more affection and more respect than Joy Reid.
That's nice
I
to
love
say.
everything about her.
Great.
I have learned so much from her. I have so much more to learn from her. I do not want to lose her as a colleague here at MSNBC. And personally, I think it is a bad mistake to let her walk out the door. It is.
Well, it's not. So here's the problem: is that MSNBC is people don't take a lot of networks seriously. Like they have like kind of the opposite problem that Fox
back
does.
here, creature.
Where like everybody looks at Fox News and they're like, oh, this is just like right-wing propaganda. A lot of people look at MSNBC and they think, oh, this is left-wing propaganda. And so they don't take, like, having people like Joy Reid on your channel and on, like, your network, it makes people think that you're full of shit. Because you're paying somebody who's an obvious, like, fucking, just outwardly stated racist that's saying this stuff. Yeah, of course nobody wants to listen to that. It's not even a question. How could anybody not see this? They fired my racist friend. Yeah, I guess so. And it destroys their credibility because MSNBC, they're owned by Comcast. Like, Comcast doesn't want this shit happening because obviously, you know, like, if you think about it, what's the point of running a news agency if you can't influence an election? Like, if you can't change the outcome of an election, what value is your news media network? Nothing, really. And so they clearly weren't able to. They couldn't do it. And so, of course, these people are going to get fired. The problem arises when Fox News, for the most part, acknowledges that they're right-leaning. Lefties don't want to admit that they're left-leaning. Well, I'm not going to get into that too much. I'm just saying that MSNBC has a massive credibility problem in the same way that I think Fox News has a massive credibility problem, just from opposite directions. And so, of course, they need to get rid of the bad actors. I mean, Fox News got rid of Tucker Carlson. He was like one of their most popular guys. That's it. CNN claims to be fair. Well, CNN is not fair either, but the public perception is that CNN is more fair than MSNBC or Fox. Right? Like, I think that this is what, if you ask, like, an average American, you have Fox, CNN, and then MSNBC. Now, where on this list CNN is, whether it's closer to here or closer to here, is irrelevant. However, that CNN is not center at all. My point is that most people agree that CNN is more center than MSNBC. And if you go and you interview 100 people and you ask them, does this chart look accurate to you? I think that's what they would tell you.
There is power in this.
I think that is exactly what they would tell you.
I can feel it.
Oh? Okay.
Will of the Marike.
Block box and nothing to do. Oh, because it's like left and right? Yeah, I mean, maybe I could do that. So why are people disagreeing with this? I'm just confused. CNN is left. Okay, let me see if I can find a search for this. Perceived... let me see. Perceived political bias poll. Actually, let's see if there's an AI version of this. How about let's look and see if there's an AI version of this. Actually, let's go through the clip. It's a 1 minute clip. I'm getting distracted. Let's just get through the clip, and then we can look at the poll. All right. We'll ask we'll ask the AI after this.
Personally, I think it is a bad mistake to let her walk out the door. It is not my call.
Well, they didn't let her walk out. They kicked her out. So, I mean, they agree with you.
And I understand that. But that's what I will tell you. It is also unnerving to see that on a network where we've got two non-white hosts in prime time.
They just, bro, they cannot stop losing. They actually can't stop. Stop doing this. This is so embarrassing, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what is this? Oh my God, racism is racist. Yeah, this is insane. They can't stop bringing this shit up. Oh my God.
Both of our non-white hosts in primetime are losing their shows, as is Katie Fang on the weekend.
Well, I guess that means okay, so you're gonna say that they're racist? I think MSNBC should fire her too. They should, because she says a bunch of retarded shit all the time. Anytime I hear about her saying anything, it's always something stupid. So why is it that you're even here? You should be happy that you're here. And I think if you want to make it fair, you know what? I agree with them. I think that there should be equal representation. I think they should fire Rachel Maddow and Joy Reid. That way it's not perceived as racist. What a great idea. That's so smart.
And that feels worse than that, no matter who replaces it. Well, that feels indefensible, and I do not defend it.
That's right. That's right. So it's indefensible. I do not defend it, but I'm going to stay on my show at the studio that is doing something that's indefensible, that you can't defend, that you're insinuating is racist. You lying, disingenuous bitch. What are you doing? You're sitting around collecting a paycheck for millions of dollars, and the only thing you can do is virtue signal. You cannot stand on business, and if you leave MSNBC, it's going to be because you got fired and not because you wanted to go. That's the truth. That's it. And so, like, imagine going on this fucking monologue about how bad this is, and then staying on the platform. That's it. It's ridiculous. He's not going to go and say this. It's outrageous. It's crazy. And so, yeah, no, I think MSNBC, though, they should be fair about this. They should absolutely be fair. And they should fire both Joy Reid and Rachel Maddow. I think that would be fair and good for everybody. That would just be a benefit for everyone. And so that's how I see it. And, Jesus, yeah, I hate this person. I mean, no, it's not I just like them. I find them to be very annoying. And let me see if there's any more information about this again. I gotta make sure I spell her name right. Copy paste this, just get it in there. And yeah, I do. There's very few people that I actually hate, but yeah.
So that's a big change.
Oh, here it is.
An even bigger programming change is at 7 p.m. 7 p.m.
Just go a minute ahead.
But that's what I think. I will tell you, it is also unnerving to see that on a network where we've got count them, two non-white hosts in primetime.
I wonder how many elections do you think they're going to have to lose because they can't stop being racist in order for them to finally think that this is a bad idea? I think probably 3, right? I think 3, maybe like 2, 3 more. Yeah, it's going to have to be a lot. 2 more? Yeah, at least 2 more. I'd say at least 2 more.
Both of our non-white hosts in primetime are losing their shows, as is Katie Fang on the weekend. And that feels worse than bad, no matter who replaces them. That feels indefensible, and I do not defend it. But there's just one other piece of it that you should know.
Here we go.
From your side of the TV screen, you will mostly see changes in terms of who's in the anchor chair.
Yes.
And actually, everybody who's going to be in anchor chairs from here on out are great colleagues and great at what they do, and you are not going to be disappointed in who's on our air and what you're going to be seeing. But
I thought you just said it was going to be disappointing. Because, like, aren't you making the implication that if somebody gets hired in Joy Reid's place that's non-white, that it would be disappointing because they would be minimizing the representation of people that were non-white? Or, sorry, so like, how does this work, right? Because I don't see how you can have both of these two things at the same time. Like, that's just me, right? How does that make any sense to me?
One thing you cannot necessarily see is that the people who get our shows on the air, they're really being put through the ringer.
Yeah, they should be, because they put a bunch of fucking retards on the shows that made the studio and the whole network look like morons, and now they have to get reamed for this constantly by the executives at Comcast, and they're saying, why do we have these crazy people that nobody likes running these shows? Why is our news network run? Why is the asylum being run by the inmates? Why is this happening? Yeah, they are being put through the ringer, and you're the one putting them through the ringer.
dozens of producers and staffers, including some who are among the most experienced and most talented and most specialist producers in the building, are facing being laid off.
Of course they are, because and the reason why they're getting laid off is because your show sucks. That's the reason why. You do something like this and you have a bad show and it doesn't make any money, well, that's what happens. Then people leave and they get fired. So, like, don't go and play this emotional card. It's like, this is your decision to an extent of, like, what your show is going to be about, and you decide to make your show about these divisive issues that you're on the wrong side of, clearly based off of polling, and then you go and act like the people that are the staff or the victims. Yeah, they are the victims. You victimized them. You decided to stand up on this hill that nobody wanted you to be on, nail yourself up to a cross, and now nobody wants to watch the show anymore. And so, is this really anybody else's fault other than yours? It's not. So, I mean, I'm just being real.
They're being invited to reapply for new jobs. That has never happened at this scale in this way before when it comes to programming changes, presumably because it's not the right way to treat people and it's ineffective.
I think you would have been overly okay about this if it was people that were posting negative shit about, like, BLM in 2020, people that were posting COVID denying or anything like that. This is not, like, it's not the way to treat people. No, you just think that it shouldn't happen. That's it.
And it's unnecessary, and it kind of drops the bottom out of whether or not people feel like this is a good place to work, and so we don't generally do things that way. Maybe all of our folks, including most of the people who are getting this very show on the air right now, maybe they will all get new jobs here, and I hope they do, but...
I don't. They obviously can't do the job. Why the fuck would I want them to get another job? They suck. They're producing a show that's garbage. You're gonna make an appeal to emotion after you've just been sending this fucking bullshit out for years? What's going on with this? What's going on with all this?
In the meantime, being put in this kind of limbo, the anxiety and the discombobulation is off the charts. At a time when this job already is extra stressful and difficult.
What's up, Pachi?
It's not stressful or difficult. What are you talking about? You just sit in front of a camera and talk. Fuck up. Like, it's not. Like, I mean, are there elements of it that's hard? Yeah, for sure. But, like, you're really going to tell people, like, an average person, like, every job has challenges, and I think that invalidating these challenges is hard. But, like, man, it's really not that hard to sit in front of a camera and talk. I do it every day.
Out of mana.
It is. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Now, are there challenges and difficulties? For sure. But, like, you want to put this out to the public. People don't want to hear this shit.
It is not news for me to tell you that the press and freedom of the press are under attack in a way that is really...
the press is under attack.
There's a weak bend so far.
Under attack by the population. Because people don't want to hear what you're saying. Yeah, not watching you is being... So, like, let me get this straight. Because people don't want to watch your show, you're being attacked. Damn, that's crazy. So if you ignore them, you're attacking them. Wow. Okay.
It's a big deal for our country. It's very visceral for us here.
Yeah.
I know that the business of the press is not an easy thing, and I know that no job is forever. But I think I'm safe in saying, for all of us anchors who you know through the TV, please know that what pains us the most is not what happens to us. It is what happens to our coworkers on whom we depend and who you don't necessarily know.
Then stop trying to put stuff out there that's massively divisive that nobody wants to hear. If you care about these coworkers so much and you want them to get good jobs so much and you want this, then stop putting them in a position where they can get fired. Adapt with the times. Stop pushing extremist rhetoric. Stop being crazy. And maybe you won't have these people get fired.
We respect and love them and depend on them. And did I mention we respect them? This is a difficult time in the news business, but it does not need to be this difficult.
You're right. It needs to be more difficult. I want to see more firings.
Take it easy.
I want to see more show cancellations.
Sleep tight.
I do. I think it needs to be worse. I think this is a good start. Let's get rid of these partisan, racist clowns that are only pushing an agenda, trying to compare Donald Trump to Hitler. It's insane. You are insane.
We welcome new voices to this place and some familiar voices to new hours. It's going to be great, honestly. And
somebody says, "Why am I so vindictive?" I'm not.
Didn't break a sweat.
we want to grow and succeed and reach more people than ever and be resilient and stay here forever. I also believe, and I bet you believe, that the way to get there is by treating people well. Finding good people, good colleagues, doing good work with them, and then having their back. That we could do a lot better on. A lot better. I'll be right back.
That's so sad. Wow. Wow, that's so sad. Oh no. Oh wow. Wow. Oh no. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. MSNBC has let her stay on the air. Well, I mean, they could get rid of her in a few days, right? I mean, that would be a best case scenario. That's the way I see it. No, I'm not about this at all. Should try honesty and reporting just a little bit. Yeah. The reason why these people, so it's actually really simple why these people are getting fired. It's because nobody's watching their shows and their opinions aren't popular anymore and people don't like them. That's the reason why. So, like, you want to go and change this and turn this into some sort of, like, abstract fucking criticism of capitalism. You can go and do that all you want. But at the end of the day, you're unlikable, rude, racist, obnoxious, and people just don't want to watch your show because it's not interesting. People watch the news because they generally want to be informed. That's the main reason why people watch news. And so when you cease to become a news show and now you're a propaganda network and you're just putting forward information, contextualizing it against like things like Hitler and Mussolini, this is fucking crazy. Average people see this and they think it's ridiculous. It's very unbecoming, and people just train themselves not to pay attention to it. The same thing, I think, to a lesser extent has happened with Fox, and you could even argue to a greater extent has happened with Fox. At the end of the day, there are a lot of people that want to have unbiased news, and they want to actually know what's actually happening. They don't want to be told, oh yeah, this is what it is, or, you know, some fucking agenda or some spin on it. They just want to have this explained to them in a way that is fair. And at the end of the day, she is not fair. Neither was Joy Reid. They're gone. Rip Bozo. I hope this is only the beginning. That's what I think. Thank God. Thank fucking God that these people are getting fired. They are absolutely toxic and corrosive to public discourse. There is, in my opinion, no redeeming qualities of their shows. And while I support their freedom of speech, I will celebrate them losing their jobs. Absolutely. Do it from a podcast in your basement. Nothing of value was lost. Yep, there you go. I'll read a few more of these. But let's be clear, most of these hosts and TV shows are carried by boomers on their way out as well. Yeah, I think you bring up a really good point. Yep, absolutely. And what is this here? Give me. So we got some person who's mad. Now we've already had a lot of disagreeers in chat. So we're just gonna ban this. People want to go and explain and get mad or whatever. I don't need to hear that shit. Like, I'm not even gonna read it or argue with you. Just shut the fuck up. But anyway, overreaching. But why aren't you covering the mass quitting of Doge? Because I haven't seen it happen. Like, I didn't see it. Like, it might have happened while I was asleep. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, people, I'll tell you, like, there are people that they try to create this narrative that, like, oh, I'm not covering or I am covering this for some special reason. That's really not true. And if you try to push that narrative, I'll just ban people that do that, because I don't want to see that. I don't want people to put pressure on me that way. Now, I've had people do that in a couple of situations, and I've noticed it myself. And it's happened, so like it's happened twice, I would say. It happened with the Hassan video, and it happened with the Elon Musk POE thing, where people think that if they're annoying enough, they're going to push me to make me do something or watch something or cover something. I want to let you guys know that if you do that in my community, and you try to like draw these like weird like correlations and like try to draw these conclusions based off of like how you're interpreting my actions, I will fucking permaban you. I do not want to hear it. I don't want to hear your conspiracy theory about why I'm not talking about the thing that you think I should be talking about. It's fucking annoying. It's extremely fucking annoying. And so, yes. And so anyway, you cover pirate software drama. I have no complaints. I cover everything if I want to, and some things I don't. Phrase are wrong, but yeah, for sure. And validated media bias chart by ad fonts. So she's saying MSNBC is firing based on race. Did I hear that right? What they're saying is that, well, okay, so what are we doing? Are we actually trying to listen and understand what this person is saying? You can't. Like, I can't figure that. Like, it's just stupid. The insinuation is that MSNBC is racist. That's absolutely what the insinuation is. It's that they're either racist or they are capitulating to racists. That's clearly what the case is, right? It's one or the other. Now, in my opinion, I think they should get rid of her too, and I agree. I think that it should be fair, and we have to have equivalent exchange, and I think that Rachel Maddow should be fired as well. And I cannot wait to watch, and we've had this happen too. Here we go. Even Don Lemon, he crying again. And this is going to be, this is about to be Joy Reid and Rachel Maddow pretty soon. They're going to be sitting in their house filming podcasts with nobody watching. So we watch this. And so, like, what we're looking at right now, I want you to understand this, is a legendary level crash out for legacy media. And I understand that I've played a small role in this, but I just hope that I did 1% of the damage. I can only dream that I was 1% effective in making these people less relevant. That would be a beautiful reality to me. 1.25, 0.001, that's enough, that's enough. All I need to know is that I was a drop in the ocean. Yep. 1% contribution to the raid, hey, that's okay, man. Like, yep, absolutely. And humble take, that's fine. Yeah, I'm very glad to see this happen. Why people think Trump negotiating with Putin is like Chamberlain negotiating with Mr. Austrian mustache artist? Do you think the argument is valid? To be honest with you, I don't know whether that argument is valid or not, because I think that would hinge on my understanding of the annexation of Crimea, because that's the precedent that's being set to make the comparison to Hitler. But I'm not educated enough in that topic to really have an opinion in it. I never really looked into it when it happened, because it just kind of like it was a one and done thing. So I can't really give you, I can't give you an informed opinion about that. Yeah, I can't. Like, I mean, maybe I should read it or whatever. Like, I know what I don't know, right? There are some things I don't know that I don't know. That's something that I do know that I don't know, if that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, I think that people invoke Hitler a lot, and so yeah, I try to avoid making, you know, comments on topics that I miss. I try to avoid making comments on topics that I don't understand. I think everybody does that regularly, but at least I try to make the attempt not to, right? Anyway, let's see here. Another turntables, yeah, I guess so. But 2 more days until Monster Hunter. I know, man. I know. This is amazing. So this is the guy that's crashing out.
Then what they did, meaning a woman's right to choose, is removed under Trump.
That's not the only issue in this world, okay? A percentage of the female vote went up 2%. So are those women crazy? I mean, it's not 50%, but it's high 40s, and he got that. So ask those women.
He's completely right, by the way. Beer belly boomer here is absolutely right. That there were tons of women that supported Trump. So to act like abortion is a gender issue is retarded. Like, a lot of women who are conservative are against abortion. It is a religious opinion, and it's a moral opinion.
Like, they voted for Trump.
Yeah. But we had good times with Donald Trump. Our economy was good. Life was good.
You know the economy is better under Biden than Trump.
Bullshit.
That's what the stats show.
What the fuck is that?
Actually, so if you look at this graph, what he fucking like, oh, it's just so ridiculous. How do you even think this? Please, if you look at this graph, inflation's worse. No, the fact is that the GDP has gone up massively and inflation has gone down. That's true. But the problem is that a lot of the wealth gain and the recovery from the pseudo-recession that we were going to have was made in recoveries in the 0.1% of the wealth earners. So the economy recovered, and the people that recovered the economy were the hyper-rich. That's what happened. Like, and so, yeah, no, but the stats, if you look at the graph...
Didn't break a sweat.
That's what the facts show.
Well, you know what? I don't know where they're getting their facts, but I don't think they're valid.
ABC News.
Exactly, yeah. No, because they're not. It's misleading on purpose. You can make a million graphs that show a million things that aren't true.
Oh, keep going. New York Times.
Oh, keep going.
The Atlantic.
Oh,
I don't trust it.
Their facts, but I don't think they're valid.
ABC News.
Oh, keep going.
New York Times.
Oh, keep going.
The Atlantic.
Oh,
I don't trust any of this.
Oh,
there is power in this object. I can feel it.
No one trusts the government. No one trusts the common news. We don't.
Wow. Damn, bro. Why did you post this? Like, you recorded this. Like, you really thought you would post this? Why would you post this?
Trust me that anymore.
Well, we are the ones that, you shouldn't trust independent news either. You shouldn't trust anybody wholesale.
News now. People trust me. They don't trust MSNBC because I care and I'm actually one of them.
The economy is actually better.
I do think that's the way that a lot of people feel, though, is that they look at these news anchors that, like, let's look at Rachel Maddow, right? Let's see, I pull this up. It was like, no, it was Don Lemon. CNN salary. 2022. Let's just look at this guy. So he received a $24 million settlement after he got fired. So basically, he got a lot of money. Like, this guy's getting paid millions of dollars a year. And so these people are making a ton of fucking money. And what I think has happened is that there is a actual, and this is going to make some of the communists in chat kind of happy, is that there is actually a form of class consciousness that's occurring with the American public against these media personalities and against these media people. Because what I think is happening is that they're hearing this, they're seeing this, and these people are trying to assure them, oh, everything's fine, while at the same time, these people are making millions of dollars a year. That's really what's going on. And I think that this is actually an unironic class war. They are the rich. Yeah, they are basically a separate social class, and they're talking down to average Americans. I think that's one of the reasons why people view independent media differently, is that independent media at least doesn't publicly have that data showing that these people are like multi-millionaires, right? It's a degree of separation.
Biden. No, I'm serious. That's what the facts show.
Okay, you know what?
No, that's not because I watch CNN. Kanye, when is Bully gonna come out? When is Bully coming?
Yay. I changed my name to Yay.
Julian, who's gonna win? What are your policies that are important to you? Just baby stuff? Like really good formula? Mommy and daddy? Okay, nice to meet you. Take it easy. Are you gonna vote?
So he having a crash out. He having a situation. Let's watch it.
Fuck. So let me just say to Megyn Kelly, in my 30-some years as a journalist, and my 50-some years as a person of color, go fuck yourself. Okay?
He's not happy. He's mad. He's
Big
not
mad.
happy at all.
I usually don't like to talk about her
Slam
because
the
she's
coffee
one of
cup
those
down.
people. She thrives on it. She has built the second part of whatever of her career.
That's why you're mad. Is because she's where she's at in her career, and you're in your room. That's why you're mad. Yep.
On being a troll. So this is what Megyn Kelly said about Joy Reid, right?
Yeah.
And remember, Joy Reid is a woman. Megyn Kelly's a woman. She's supposed to be all about women and, you know, supports women. Okay, so this is what she said. Remember,
Why would you support women categorically based off of the fact that they're a woman? Why would you do that? That's stupid. Can you support action and not people with the characteristics? I don't know. Right? Maybe that's racist.
Everyone, Joy Reid laughingly mocked white women tears as pathetic and offensive to her. Who's crying now, Joy? Good riddance to the absolute worst person on television, and shame on NBC for letting it go on this long. She has a, she is an axe to grind when it comes to MSNBC, and also, she, this whole, she's racist, right?
She's racist. Damn. He just gonna go out and say it that she's a racist. Oh my God.
I don't give you the evidence. Supposedly learned from it and then spent every day after apologizing for it and being fired for it, then spent every day proving the point that she is a racist.
She's racist. Okay.
Rare treasure.
And not very supportive of women. If you look, all you have to do, the evidence is in her Google search.
Good. She should be supportive of women. She should be supportive of people doing the right thing. That's, is this supposed to be like an indictment?
What she says about women and how she calls them out all the time.
So like now you're criticizing her for calling out women?
What foul energy gives life to you?
Oh my God. Who is this guy?
The worst person. No, Megyn Kelly. The worst person on television was fired from NBC and the Today Show a few years ago, and that's Megyn Kelly.
What the fuck?
Good one.
That's the worst person who's not on television anymore.
What about like Bill O'Reilly, who like had a sexual harassment lawsuit? Like I feel like that's kind of worse. Yeah, I would say that's worse. I mean, but hey, I mean, what do I know?
Your problems here.
That's the worst person who's not on television. So hoorah for
Problemos
that.
here.
NBC did something good with that. You know why? I like to give proof of things.
Oh, he got
evidence.
$10
Like when I
donation.
said Donald Trump, the president of the United States, was racist, it wasn't my opinion. This isn't my opinion about Megyn Kelly.
Yeah.
The evidence is there. I'm going to show you the evidence of Megyn Kelly, and that's just as I showed you the evidence of Donald Trump.
I'm sure, right? And that worked. Yeah, that definitely worked real well. And so he's mad? Yeah, he is. He's mad. And anyway, so what you're seeing here, right? I mean, there's a lot of these examples, is that you're seeing a huge amount of these legacy media people totally crashing the fuck out. Like, massively crashing the fuck out in every single way. And I'm thinking to myself, thank fucking God. Thank God this is finally happening. I'm so happy about this. This is amazing. I've always thought these people were clowns, and now they're getting fired. They're losing their jobs. They're like, apparently some of their studios are getting shut down. This is a great day for me, man. Couldn't happen to more deserving people. Absolutely. And I think it will. It'll continue happening, which is the best part about it, man. This is me. Does he have a monthly thing of crashing out? He does. And luckily, we'll be there for the next one, too. So, yeah, meta change skill issue? I guess so, right? But I just wanted to show you guys that's what happened in a few days, and I thought it was really fucking funny. What is this? Most effective way to protest?
I asked her to excuse me.
What's this? What's going on over here? What's this?
I don't care. She don't control my passage anywhere, okay? She don't belong to me. She don't own me. Excuse me, I've asked you several times.
They're just sitting around.
You're assaulting someone, sir. You're assaulting several times, please. I've asked you nicely. You've not been promoted. You've done several times nicely. She said nothing. She doesn't have the right to say no.
You have a right to protest, which means that you can just stand and obstruct people's movement in a public space? That's not true.
Excuse me. I
What
want
do
to
you
get
mean?
past here. No, I'm not going round. You move. Well, I'll just knock you out the way with my trolley then.
It's not on private property? It's on public property? It's private property that's open to the public. Anyway, so I think this is a real simple solution, personally. I think the solution is that you just bring in the police, you tell these people it's trespassing. If they don't leave, you press charges, and that's it. It's such an easy solution to deal with these people. And yeah, and exactly, because the reason why these people do this is because they can. Like, you don't have any right to obstruct people's movement in a public space. And you guys say it's not public, it's private. Like, again, it's a private space. It's open to the public. But let's assume that it is a private space. If they tell you to leave and you don't leave, you're trespassing. It's just that simple. It really is. So I see this happen, and I see these people get into it. UK has different laws. You're right. But I think that one of those laws, like, I cannot imagine that the UK allows people to not remove other people from their premises and from their property. Really, like, I cannot even imagine that that's not, yeah, they do. Because, like, you have to have a law like that. Because if you don't, then you don't have private property. So, yeah, it's that simple. They do 100% work in security. Yeah, of course that's the case. Yeah, easy to imagine at this point. Yeah, the shoppers are going to get arrested. Yeah, the police come and they arrest this guy for assault. Oh, my God. But, yeah, I think that if you're a company, and if there's a company here, I'm going to give every one of these grocery companies and every one of these, like, other companies a bit of advice, okay? If you really want good PR, what you need to do is you need to take one of these people that are these protesters, and you need to take them to court and do as much damage to them as you possibly can. That will make a difference. Everybody in the public will say, thank God. You know what? I will go there now. Trump signing executive orders? Yeah, I'll look at it in a second. I don't know if that's true or not. But, yeah, spam attack. Yeah, that would make a lot of people happy. Oh, he doing new ones again? Damn. Damn.
What happened?
Economic relief structured as loans.
Oh, this is not it.
That's what happened.
Like the Europeans, I believe.
That's what
I think
happened.
this is just waiting on it. Yeah, they're just waiting on it. But anyway, this is the same thing. Best part of the day. Yeah, I guess so, right? It's another one. And maybe if someone breaks in your house, you can't hit them, or you get a longer sentence.
This might be bedtime.
Even more, he could go free and you go to jail. As I said before, I think the UK, like, I don't know how the people in the UK put up with that, to be honest with you. And I really don't know. It starts at 4 p.m. Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll watch it whenever it comes out. And you tell them that we're revoking their open invitation to come into the store. If you don't leave now, that you're trespassing. Yes, it is open to the public. Yeah, exactly, right? Because you have to tell them to leave. It's not like you can just arrest them for being there, because anybody can be in a public space unless stated otherwise. And so, like,
I guess we're down.
if now they're there and you tell them to leave and they don't leave, then they get arrested. Then it's trespassing, right? And so that's what I think would have to happen. Criminals have more rights than law-abiding citizens? Yeah, I guess so. WB just shut down a game studio, the one that made Shadow of Mordor. Let me see. Before we get to this, we'll go to it real quick. See if I find it. Warner Brothers shutting down Monolith Productions. Monolith Productions Wonder Woman game canceled. Now, the Wonder Woman game got canceled. I wonder why. Yep, I wonder why. That could be it. And we've made some. So here we go. I guess I can watch this real quick before he starts going on. So we've made some it's been 0 days since the last studio shutdown. Warner Brothers confirms it's shutting down Monolith Productions, Player First Games, and Warner Brothers San Antonio, and the Wonder Woman game is being canned, as first reported by Jason Schreier. We have had to make some very difficult decisions to structure our development studios and investments around building the best games possible with our key franchises: Harry Potter, Mortal Kombat, DC, and Game of Thrones. After careful consideration, we are closing 3 of our development studios: Monolith Productions, Player First Games, and Warner Brothers San Diego. This is a strategic change in direction and not a reflection of these teams or what talent consists within them. The development of Monolith's Wonder Woman video game will not move forward. Our hope was to give players and fans the highest quality experience possible for the iconic character, and unfortunately this is no longer possible within our strategic priorities. This is another tough decision, as we recognize Monolith's storied history with delivering epic fan experiences through amazing games. We greatly admire the passion of the 3 teams, and we thank every employee for their contributions. As difficult as it is today, we remain focused on and excited about
The
getting
network's
back
fucked.
to producing high-quality games for our passionate fans, developed by our world-class studios, and getting our games business back to profitability and growth in 2025. This comes right before the WB Discovery reports and earnings. The most ghoulish part of the statement is mentioned profitability. The publisher calls it a different decision. Well, I don't understand, like, why are we talking about this as ghoulish? Like, if you work at a company and you're not making any money, you think they're gonna keep you on fucking life support? Like, this is welfare? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Calling Wonder Woman as DEI is retarded? No, I think it is too, but there's also the question, do people want to play a Wonder Woman game? I'm gonna tell you the truth. No.
It might not work.
No, it's a stupid idea. Nobody gives a fuck about Wonder Woman. Really. Like, it's a stupid idea. You shouldn't have done it. That's it. Like, yeah, it's no chance. Yeah, why yeah, and I feel like Superman, like, even Superman games don't do well. So why would a Wonder Woman game do well?
I think this is it.
And says it needs to get its swagger back. Wait, oh no. A Warner Brother Games executive says the team needs to get its swagger back. Okay, what is this here? In addition to focusing on fewer but bigger franchises, Perry and Warner Brothers Games aims to return to growing its mobile games revenue, as well as regain our credibility and swagger at producing great games. Said the recent releases from WB Games, the product market fit and quality of too many of our releases has really missed the mark. And we need to and we can do better for our fans first and foremost, because regaining that credibility is critical to us securing even more investment in games in the future. Getting our swagger back comes